Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. We're kicking into fall. Gotta love it. Love is responsible for its actions. Everything you think, everything you do has a consequence, and you're going to experience the consequences of your action in one way or another. All human beings are completely responsible for their actions, even if they don't want to be. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials traded up 54, NASDAQ up 51, S&P's up 7.5, gold contract down $11.60, trading at $11.87 an ounce. Silver down 12 cents, $14.28 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 65 cents, $72.23 a barrel. Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note up 1 tick, trading 118.25. 30-year bond up 4 ticks, 140.21. King dollar caught a bid, folks, up 787 ticks, trading 94.560. King dollar is going to try to get into this larger trading range once again, dropped into the lower trading range about 4 days ago. Euro, the euro is at 116.50 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 113.38 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have out here, folks? Well, what you have is this. You get markets that are higher. That being said, you had the S&P as well as the Dow Industrials basically give it up on price. They tried to get to a higher high. They came up and into close to the highs of yesterday. And yesterday, folks, what ended up happening when the Federal Reserve came out with the statement, we had markets go higher first, and then the S&P as well as the Dow Industrials gave it up on price. If we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is this. The SPY yesterday traded up to a high of $292.24. Then, bingo, you gave it up. You closed out at $289.88. We did volume there of 79 million. Now, what that was doing, that was testing its high volume high. It tested the low of the high. Bottom line, got into it, couldn't handle it. Today, what do? You do 54 million shares versus the 79 million from yesterday versus your high volume high of 100. That's showing that the market is weak, and you can see how the weakness basically gets done. Your first high, you had 100 million. You tested that yesterday with 79 rather. Today it tries to get higher, you get 54, gives it up on price. That's saying that the SPY wants lower price. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials, and it's the same setup inside the Dow Industrials, which is going to get intriguing here. The Dow yesterday, from highs to lows, gave up some big numbers. We went from 26,606, and we closed out at 26,385. So you can see, you came down 221 points from the high. Today, what we did, not that bad, but bottom line is that you had a high out here today of 26,557. Bottom line, what you end up happening? Well, you came off of that number, and we came down 118 points. It's a big number, So bottom line is that you get a couple sellers inside the Dow Industrials. The indice that basically showed its hand the best of what kind of a market we have happens to be the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 yesterday came down with volume. Bottom line, broke swing points, did all of the above. Yesterday we did the volume of 17 million, closed out at 167.78. Today you get a sideways move in the market. Bottom line, where the indices were higher, the Russell 2000 couldn't move. The Russell got out of its larger range once it closed under the $170.20, which was the high going back to June 20th. What does that mean? That means your probability gets pretty high that we're going to go to 162.26. So that's quite a number. And we'll see how this rocks and rolls in the next few weeks. But the small caps look like they want lower price. Let's go to the oil market. So oil, gasoline, of course, none of us buy barrels of oil, but we got to pay attention to barrels of oil. That was up another 0.9% today. When we take a look at that, you get a sideways move up here. You're out of the range, meaning the range is approximately $71. Yeah, 71.10, meaning that's the lower range. You're up at the higher range. So the longer we stay up here, the more probability is it can bust into the price point of $75. Now, let's go to the gasoline market and the heating market, which affects each and every one of us. So we start with gasoline. You're going to see gasoline today was up 1.1%. Wholesale now, we're trading 208 a gallon. Bottom line, this looks like it's going to run to 211 a gallon. That's how this is shaking out. So that's your gasoline, and you can see that's a pump price. Wholesale folks, that's going to basically come in, and we're going to be paying more at the pump. We take a look at the heating oil market, which of course in the West, in the Midwest, in the Northeast, this is going to affect you. You guys could be in trouble. This is what it is. So heating oil, folks, trading at 231 wholesale. This is wholesale. And what that has done is this. Anything over 229, you broke into a new range. And this is not too cool because looking at this, 211, that's saying you can add almost another 19 cents. That's pretty intense. That'll get you up to 249. Let me put this on a continuous, HO1. So let's put this on a continuous contract and see where we're at. And what the differential is when they put a continuous contract, folks, is that it just means that they tie, technically I'm tying these contracts together just to see, oh, interesting, to see what's above us. Okay, so, yeah, this is serious business. Hey, heating oil wise, you better. I would if you need heating oil right now, I'd go get it, folks. The reason being is that we're 231 wholesale. The winter hasn't started yet, and this can go to 270 in about a heartbeat, and that is monster money. Because I remember when I was living in South Boston. Bottom line is that we heated by oil. I had oil tanks, and when you fill those up, you can feel that number in a monster way. There's no two ways about it. So fill the babies up because it looks like that wants higher price. Notes and bonds, folks, bottom line, they still want higher price. They tested the lows, rejected them, come off the lows with good vol. TLT wants higher price, 10-year wants higher price, 30-year wants higher price, lower yield. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. We're going to be talking markets. Dow Industrials finished up 54, NASDAQ up 51, S&P's up 8.5. We'll come right back.